Can you have a must-win situation in week 2?
Yeah.
Like the Dolphins situation against the Patriots feels really tenuous here, Herm.
Yeah, they need to. Because of what transpired last year, right? And all of a sudden, this is not the same team we saw 3 years ago. They're a shell of what they were, and I don't think coach might not make it if they lose 2 or 3 more. Him and the guy at the Giants.
Yeah, Brian Dable.
Well, what will happen with the Giants is this, and I said this. What will happen is if they get to 1-3, they're going to change the quarterback. They got to, because that's the quarterback of the future. You got to put the guy in the game. I mean, just play him. That's what I did when I changed from Vinny to Chad. We were sitting there, and I was on air. We were on an airplane. We lost to Cleveland, and we were coming back, and I was in the back. I always sit in the back with the players, and I told the stewards to go get it. Hackett was the offensive coordinator. I said, bring him back to the planes. We had lost to Jacksonville. I'm sorry, we had lost to Jacksonville. And he comes back in the back, and I said, I'll make the change. He said, what are we talking about, Coach? I said, we're going to change quarterbacks. When? I said, this week. I said, we're putting 10 in the game. That was Chad. And then we ended up, getting in the playoffs, winning 10 games.
Yeah, but now was Chad, how long had he been in the league?
He'd been in the league about 2 years. In the second year, because Bill drafted him, but Vinny was still there. And I got there, and Vinny started the first year, and we got in the playoffs. And the second year, we were shaky, and then I said, you know what, we got to change. And I put him in, and we ended up, that's the year we won a division.
But see, that's where I don't know. I like Jaxson Dart. I think he's a starter in the league. I think he's got a lot of talent.
Yep.
I just don't know if
he's ready.
Well, I don't know if the team is ready for him to go in and that he doesn't, I don't want his confidence crashed.
Nah, you know what, though? And people say that, Dan, and I get all that. But, there's a reason you drafted this guy this high. And I go, you know what? Peyton Manning threw 28 interceptions, guys, his first year. And if you draft a guy where you think he's going to crack under pressure, you drafted the wrong guy. You can't draft that guy. That's the first thing you got to understand.
But I'm not talking about cracking under pressure as much as, if you don't have the offensive line blocking for you or you don't have
no doubt,
running game.
But and correct. But the first thing you do basically is when this happens, and what I've done, I walk in the defensive room and tell him, say, hey, I'm getting ready to put him in the game. And I said, let me tell you what he's going to do. He's going to throw the ball to the bad guys. He ain't going to mean to do it. He's going to throw it. When he throws it to him, hold him to a field goal. So don't get mad. And sure enough, when that happens, the defensive players come off the field. They go, Coach, you told us it's okay. We're all right with it. I said, no, I told you this week in practice he's going to throw it to the bad guys.